We got the cat. We got the book. We got the boyfriend. We got the titty. And we're ready to read. I'm not putting that in.
Yeah, you are.
So basically, today is the same day that I filmed the previous video, which would be my 5 things I learned from my first year of university video. You should go check that out. Today is also the day I happen to be starting the video I also mentioned in that video. So many videos. This is going to be my 12 More Rules reading vlog. I have been indulging in BookTube as of late. So here I am. I'm gonna read Beyond Order, 12 More Rules for Life by Jordan B. Peterson. Should I even explain like who this person is? Basically, Jordan B. Peterson is a Canadian. He was born in Alberta. He's taught at Harvard. He was also a professor at U of T for a very long time. He is also a psychologist. He has his own clinical practice. He does tours all over the world, talking about his 12 rules, doing lectures and stuff like that. He is a very controversial human. I have to put that out there. Disclaimer, he is very controversial. But I am not trying to get into the political side of things. All I'm trying to say is his self-help books have helped. I'm gonna vlog each chapter. If I have nothing to say about that chapter, it's probably not gonna make it into this vlog, but I will leave the important parts in. If this is a longer video, I'm sorry. If you're interested, keep watching. At some point, we will have to tell the story of how we met Jordan Peterson. And fun fact, I wasn't with my boyfriend when the second occurrence happened, but a week after I met Jordan Peterson, I met Michaela Peterson. I really enjoyed the first book. I kind of just enjoy him anyways. My boyfriend and I listened to him to literally fall asleep, which is kind of, you could say it's weird. I could say I'm subconsciously absorbing the knowledge. Michaela Peterson said that this is better than the first book. And after reading just the rules, like what the rules are, I honestly have a feeling this book might be better. Maybe not better, but I feel like the rules are more so right up my alley for what I need right now. So I might resonate with this book more. I'm super excited. Totally worth the 50 bucks I spent on this book. Technically I spent 100 because I bought 2 copies of it, but mwah! Love you, Mr. Peterson. Anyways, see you guys soon. Okay, it's recording. Do you have anything you want to say about the book before we get started? What do you think it's gonna be like? Something like that?
I feel like in general it's going to be a book that's definitely influenced by all of the media, all of the interviews he's done, and all of the conversations he's had with other people that are pretty like up there. 12 Rules for Life, like the first one. It was influenced by his Quora post, and this one will be too, but I think that one was more his direction and his kind of influence and thoughts. Yeah. I feel like this one is going to be pulling from interviews he's done and some of the experiences that he's gone through.
Order is basically like when you solve one problem and you think you did it, and then all of a sudden this other problem that you weren't fucking expecting comes out of nowhere.
Oh yeah, okay.
You get it?
That makes sense.
We need
these books are like yin and yang.
That's why it's blue, black, and white. An Antidote to Chaos is the first one, and then Beyond Order
Is Order.
the second. Cool!
Is Order, yeah.
We love Jordan Peterson.
I'm already yawning.
There's no way we're finishing this rule tonight.
Why? How many pages is it?
50.
Alright, I'll just catch up.
Okay, rule 1. First section is called Loneliness and Confusion.
Is how you're gonna feel when you're done reading this book.
If you read the first sentence.
It's in confusion.
For years, I saw a client who lived by himself.
Why is this so funny to you? Did you actually go weed before? this. Like, why is this funny?
I will admit that like things are better when you think about them in a more positive light, like things feel better. Also, just because you start thinking positively doesn't necessitate that everything around you is all of a sudden going to be better too, right? It's just better when it does get better. But it's good to think positively about things because then you also have a different light about you. By doing so, you increase the chance of something better happening for you. Should you do it for the sake of something better? I don't know, because if your only motivation to be like, for example,
Well,
a
no,
nice
because that's
person
what he's
is
saying.
that other
You should
people will be nice.
thankful that you are where you are.
Yeah, and so it's not like a forced thing either. It's not like a fake thing. Like you genuinely have to find some sort of thing to be grateful for. What does this statement mean? It sums up the meaning of rule I perfectly.
Rule one.
All right, rule one. All right, you know what? I'm going to throw my book at the camera and you're going to cry, all right?
This is literally the second time you've fucking done that.
Rule I describe both social
Rule
structures
one.
and
Rule I describes.
Okay, you know what?
Carelessly degenerate social institutions.
Denigrate.
We're done.
Denigrate, not degenerate.
Denigrate. We're done. Rule
You're
one.
carelessly denigrating this freaking chapter because you want to rush it.
Okay.
This is really important.
It is not easy to discriminate between changing paths and simply giving up. One hint. If the new path you see forward, after learning what you needed to learn along your current way, appears more challenging, then you can reasonably be sure that you are not deluding or betraying yourself when you change your mind. In this
That's
manner,
huge.
you will, I know, yourself with time, and perhaps even provides you with more than a few moments of satisfaction and joy. With will and luck, you will be the hero of that story, the disciplined sojourner, the creative transformer, and the benefactor of your family and broader society. Imagine who you could be, and then aim single-mindedly at that.
Okay. Okay. I know I haven't read the rest of the book yet, but that was the best chapter.
I don't know.
That was fucking.
I think he just has a really good way
Brilliant.
with word.
In filth it will be found. What does that mean? That which you most need to find will be found where you least wish to look.
Yeah, that's cool.
The most valuable thing I will ever get about Jordan Peterson is the fact that he teaches me about myself.
It's more like just enabling the ability to look inward.
I know,
But
who
you're
else does
learning.
that?
But he himself has a self-awareness and has an ability to, self-taught or whatever you want to call it.
Well, he is self-aware, but imagine someone who's self-aware enough, let's say, to be able to bring that self-awareness out in other people. I feel like in all the self-help books I've read, I don't know if every self-help book is this way, but every self-help book I've read has always been, this is my experience and this is what I found works for me. Let me give you the tools to figure out what works for you. And even though he presents you these rules for life, right? Rules for life. At first glance, it looks like he's presenting you with tools. And then you read the chapters, and for me, the most I get out of it is that it's like he pulls out the things I knew out of me so that I make my own tools. Does that make any sense? Versus the falsehood you long to replace it with. Do not hide unwanted things in the fog.
I love the way you say it, dude. That's how they need to be said.
So that was rule 3. What a ride that one was. Short but sweet and straight to the point.
Oh yeah. Oh fucking yeah.
I think we stopped showing the chapter pages after rule 2.
Oh, did we?
Okay, can I just say, I feel like every time we read a chapter, it aligns so perfectly with something going on in our lives right now. Like last time we were going through some issues and we were reading about the communication chapter. Now you're starting a new job and it's talking about work.
How to make yourself invaluable. Growing up fucking sucks. But it doesn't at the same time. And everything that he's saying makes complete sense. You go and you work for this company and you do your hardest. You do your best, which you read like in the first part, right? It's like you take on the shit that people don't want to do. You will become invaluable to the company, right?
Yeah.
And that's not just a habit that's supposed to be developed with the hope that it will be rewarded, right? Because again, he doesn't talk about your boss, if they're competent, will reward you. He says you go and you negotiate it. And you might not get the answer you want, right? That's the company's loss at the end of the day. But you instill that habit within yourself. In order for that to be instilled, you have to recognize growing up. You have to recognize sacrificing your childhood for what is all too real with adulthood. And in exchange for doing that, while you lose that ability to do nothingness, you gain real life.
Personally, if you're willing.
If only you were.
Notice that opportunity lurks where responsibility
Has been abdicated.
That's right.
And I lost where I was in the book. We're on chapter 5. Rule 5. Do not do what you hate. And this is literally what we were just talking about. Every time we open this book,
I said that in the last chapter.
I know.
Every single time, like, we put it off for a little bit, and then the second we open up the book, it's just
But I
perfect. And it's not even my life. It's always perfect to your life. Like, I think this book was meant for you.
Yeah.
Do not do what you hate, Mr. Sir. Just saying.
You're so weird sometimes. You're so
Okay.
strange. You're a stranger.
That's why you dating me.
Yeah, that's gotta be why. That's gotta be the reason. That's
Okay.
it. That's
Can I
the
start
only
reading?
reason.
Other job?
Yeah. Keep that in. Disturb your conscience. Do not do what you hate.
Period. Period. So, I don't know why we didn't do this before. We're halfway through the book and now we decided to do this, but my boyfriend's at here.
I'll start reading. People also tell me that they enjoy my lectures and what I have written because what I say and write provides them with the words they need to express things they already know, but are unable to articulate.
That's what
This
I
is for
said.
everyone.
I literally think I put it in the video in like chapter 3.
When we were in the car.
Comparable Russian novelist Fyodor Dostoevsky. No.
Fyodor Dostoevsky.
That's the one.
The incomparable Russian novelist Fyodor Dostoevsky addressed the same question as Nietzsche. The protagonist in that novel, Nikolai Stavrogen. Nikolai Stavrogen.
You sound like a skipping record. You go stop. Rule 7.
Rule 7. You hear? Rule 7. Work as hard as you can at a single thing and see what happens.
A lot of people shit on me for going to school. They shit on me for giving my money to U of T. They shit on me for having an unemployable degree. When I look at you, for example, and I know the path that you went down and you didn't finish certain programs that you went into, but you still get these interviews and these opportunities for experiences that you haven't even had before. It can be discouraging for me because I feel like, why am I doing everything I'm doing? So I guess it's validation in a way that Jordan Peterson is saying it, but when I'm not looking at everyone else and I'm just in my room studying, and then I went out for a walk, and then I came back, and then I submitted an essay or something like that, it felt right. Like I knew that's where I should have been.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're
and
right
when
where you
I'm
were supposed to be.
focusing on myself, I'm so proud of what I've done, and not to put anyone else down. We all have our flaws and our strengths, but sometimes when I look at other people who have all these successful, like they have successful jobs, they have money, they're moved out already, blah, 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 but they never even went to like post-secondary. I'm envious of them in the moment, but then I get to know their personality, and some of the things they say and the way they act is so questionable.
It's ridiculous.
But to me,
their maturity is what you're speaking on.
But to me, it's common sense, you know? And I think that in a way, going to post-secondary, it delays the life that I want. But I think in a good way, because once you get to that life, unless something really intense comes around and helps you mature, like you miss out on a lot of life lessons that nothing else can teach you. Us eternally depends. Work as hard as you possibly can on at least one thing and see what happens! Woo! Done another chapter, baby. I look like a poo-poo. Say hi.
Rule 8.
It is the foundation of the process by which...
You scratch my back.
Are you being serious?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Someone just sleepy head.
You keep reading.
I think what he's saying in a very extreme way is that artists still have that imagination and see the world through the lens of a kid. And the stability and the predictability is what adults bury themselves in, and then they don't see the beauty of the world around them. And that's why artists are different from like adults working 9 to 5.
Okay, I get what you're saying. I don't think predictability and stability isn't good for an artist, though.
But it's also always inspiration. Like, how many musical artists have you seen that sing about being happy? They all sing about their breakups.
I think that it's not exclusive that an artist or somebody who's a creative type doesn't do well in predictable and stable situations. Like, I get exposing yourself to, like, the next thing is like gonna give you that drive, but like if you never feel stable, you're never gonna feel like sitting down and doing anything anyway.
Let's just assume that what Jordan Peterson is saying is true. I wonder if there's a correlation between that and mental health issues in artists, because mental health skyrockets in creative fields. Intimations and immortality from recollections of early childhood. Try to make one room in your home
As disgusting as possible. It's opposite day.
as beautiful as possible. This is the self-authoring book, so we can start after this. I mean, the self-authoring chapter.
If old memories give you the heebie-jeebies, write them down.
Yep. I really liked how nicely he spoke about art and beauty. I can appreciate that. That's all I have.
Just like you, work of art.
And like he said some incredibly insightful things.
Like,
He's just cool. You know? Do you not have anything to say?
I want to try creating art with poop. I'm joking.
Bye, guys.
I'm joking.
Hello there. You can see my crotch, but we're not talking about that today, and the phone's about to fall. Wow! Nope, it's gonna work this
We
time.
literally just learned why that's not gonna work. Please don't show your friggin' undies, panties. Bruh. You gotta be mindful of
I don't know where to put this then. No!
Like, do you not understand how lighting works?
Unmapped, low resolution, lacking sufficient detail.
Dude, I'm literally just trying to read, dude. Just read. I'm reading.
One eternity later.
Hi, it's only been like 4 months, but we're back for the last 4 chapters. Rule 9. If old memories still upset you, write them down carefully and completely. But is yesterday finished with you? Imagine you undertook some truly possibility that could be your very salvation, waiting there to be discovered. If old memories still upset you, write them down carefully and completely. And he is asleep. But I finished the chapter, and I think it was a really good chapter. I can't wait to start his self-authoring, I hope.
Me too.
I hope it goes well. Anyways, this was a rough getting back into it. We have 3 chapters left. I'll see you guys soon. Hi guys, it's me in post-edit. I don't know what happened, but the footage for chapter 10 is completely lost. I don't have it. My boyfriend doesn't have it. No one has it. I don't think there was anything relevant that we said during that chapter that makes this really that big of a loss, but it's just so shit because I've been working on this for 4 fucking months. And now it's just incomplete, and there is nothing I can do about that. So I'm really annoyed. But anyways, I don't know where it went. As far as I'm concerned, we both enjoyed the chapter, so I guess that's the only thing you should really know. But anyway, my apologies for such a shit job on my behalf. I'm pissed about it too. But anyways, it is what it is. I hope you enjoy the rest of the video though. Today's chapter is the second last chapter, chapter 11. What's the title, babes?
Do not allow yourself to become resentful, deceitful, or arrogant.
This chapter is terrifying because I feel like it's gonna hit some nerves, but also it's very fucking long. So
Are you all 3 of them?
maybe like 2 out of 3 on a bad day.
Oh, I see.
I'd like
Are
to
you sure?
think. I'm not deceitful.
Are you being...
I am not deceitful. Ever.
Out about everything going on all at once. Well, they're gonna be terrified and they're not gonna understand it. I feel this way being moved out right now. I'm horrified, so anxious, and I've been exposed to so much stuff. You, for example, I mean, you do enough to expose yourself to like the curiosities, but even you have some filter of some sorts. For example, you steer very clear from action films, which tend to have like a very archetypal villain. I think what he's trying to say is that it's like the reason she's going through this kind of thing is therapy, even though there were other things that were outlined, like her sleep. He believes that her outlook on, for example, the treatment of animals, the reason she has it isn't just because she thinks that animals don't give consent to being killed and eaten, and so then therefore this is why she's vegan. He's saying the reason is because she can't fully understand why they would be.
Hello. Guess what? We are on our last row.
I am the glub 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 glub. The flubba shubba dibba digga digga glub glub.
I am the glub glub gab galab, the schwabble double wabble gabble flibber blabber blab. I'm full of schwibble glibber kind. I am the yeast of thoughts and mind. Schwabble double glibber glabber schwibble schwab glab. Dibble double schwibble schwabble glibber glab schwab. Schwabble double glibber glabber schwibble schwab dab.
So anyway,
Snip snap snap.
we are on our last chapter. Rule number 12. Be grateful in spite of your suffering, like you just said. Jordan Peterson is talking about this ideology or this mentality that people have that like life is so bad and so evil that there's no fixing it, and like the best thing you could do is like just stop that evil by ending life, and that like existence itself is like a sin because it's just so bad and it's irreversibly bad. But then he says this line that says, it does not seem like a pathway that a conscious creature with a bit of gratitude might walk down. And remember, the rule is
Be grateful in spite of your suffering.
exactly. And so I feel like what he's putting down is that you should be grateful of everything that you do have to avoid that ideology. Because if you go down that path, you will harm others and yourself. So rather than saying be grateful or else you're selfish, he's saying be grateful.
It's less about being grateful so somebody else feels better about what they've done for you. I've always been told to be grateful so that I'm more stable.
I've always been told to be grateful because otherwise I'm selfish. I don't know,
Selfishness
like
is different than being grateful. You can be grateful and selfish. The opposite of gratefulness isn't selfishness. Relationships we have that are grounded in trust and love. That is something for which you can be courageously thankful. That is something in which you can discover part of the antidote to the abyss and the darkness.
be grateful in spite of your suffering. We did all the rules!
I loved it.
Did you? It was better than the first book in my opinion. Michaela Peterson was right. How many stars?
Out of 5 stars,
Yeah. I think I gave the first one 4. I think I'm giving this
one's
one
a
5.
Yeah.
10 out of 10. Everyone should read this book. Even if you don't agree with everything he says, there is merit to reading about other people's experiences, reading thoughts from people who are smarter than you, first of all. Honestly, I can't even remember what the first rule was, and of course, I don't remember all the details of this book. It's been 4 months, but I think it did some good. And I think on the topic of being courageous and daring to make yourself a better person for the betterment of the world, writing a book such as this is that on behalf of Jordan Peterson, but I think committing to reading such a thing is also that.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you, Mr. Peterson.
Thank you, Dr. P. Thank you.
Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this really long vlog. I hope you got something out of it.
You have a wonderful
It
day
was
and night,
interesting.
Wherever the fuck you reside. This has been your boy and girl, Michaela Peterson. I'm joking. And if you made it this far in the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to this one.
And this one. Both of our shit will be down in the description box, as it always is. I think he's always down in my description box anyway. But anyways, I hope that this video adds something to the world. Okay? Okay. See y'all soon.
No, wait, I have to do my coda. Wait, no, I like to thank my dad. I like to thank Kanye West. Okay, I like to thank Video Game Donkey because he was really instrumental throughout this process. I don't think I could have done this without him. I'd like to thank Alex, my therapist, of which I ignore most of her calls. I'd like to thank my doctor. I missed my appointment with him this week, but thank you. I'd like to thank my boy AJ. I'm not talking about myself. I love you, man. I like to thank my brother. You stink. And finally, I like to thank Drake for dropping Certified Boy Lover. It's a pretty shitty album. Thanks, guys.
And your mom.
Oh yeah, I like to thank my mom.
I'm not
And my
keeping this
girlfriend,
in.
Anna Maria,
I'm not keeping this in.
being stinky. Oh, my neck hurts so much.